All right, so that prompt, this is my house that I grew up in. All right, so that's the house that I grew up in. I lived in another house prior to that till I was about 8. Then I moved from there. I lived on Shane Street in a different part of town. But anyways, so this house here, a little bit about it. I think it was about 900 square feet. No insulation in the walls. No central air and heat. We had a wood burning stove that I used to chop wood for. And it's kind of funny, Central Florida, it does get really cold down in the 30s. So in the wintertime, a lot of times I would go next to the stove and try to change my clothes next to the heat source. I definitely did not heat the house, but you know, it is what it is. As far as education goes, so yes, I have a bachelor's and I have a master's degree now, but my high school years, I was doing so bad that in the 10th grade, the counselor came to me and said, hey, we've got this program called TOPS. I think you need to sign up for that because you are not going to graduate. So the way that worked is you take the pre-GED, and if you figure out what you have to do to pass the GED, and then you work on that for the 2 years, your junior and senior year, take the GED, and you graduate. So I was like, all right, cool. I signed up, like I said, went, took the pre-GED, did well enough that I could pass the GED, and the counselor came back to me. He's like, hey, you did really well on that. Why don't you just take the GED and get on with your life? I'm like, no, I want to have my high school diploma. So it's the one time I stuck up for myself. So he's like, all right, so what we're going to do is we'll put you in 12th grade instead of 11th, and which got me closer to where I should be in the first place. I'll explain that that's a whole nother video. But basically what I did is did 1 year of school, going through taking business classes, whatever, and I graduated, took the GED and graduated. Funny enough, though, I looked at my high school diploma later, and basically it's a high school equivalent, so I did get a GED in the end, but I'm glad that I did that in the first place because it made my life so much better in the long run. More on that later. But yeah, that's the quick and dirty of where I grew up and my education background.